So, good evening, everyone. I just wanted to just go live uh, and just share a couple things. So today, this morning, I was uh, I got on this morning and I shared some things uh, from Matthew 25 uh, 23, where it says, uh, "His master replied, 'Well done, my good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things, and I'm going to put you in charge of many things. Come share your master's happiness.'" And I shared that because I was on my run this morning, and it really what it did is I was reflecting on just how, as I was working out, I was just taking care of my body, right? And the 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 reason why that was so, to me, it was something that I wanted to share because and how it was relevant is because it's God's temple, as I shared this morning. So our bodies are God's temple, and through exercise and self-care and just, it's a powerful message that encourages us to be faithful with the little things, faithful and diligent with the little things, even the smallest things the smallest tasks that we undertake, and God recognizes our efforts. Our Father recognizes our efforts, and He promises to reward us abundantly. And so I just want to encourage you, you know, about, as the day is coming to an end. I know you've all had an opportunity to hopefully, as you reflected on that just throughout your day, the little things where we've come in contact with people and been able to just share from the blessings that He's given us. And some of those blessings, the simple things, a smile, a God bless you, a prayer when someone doesn't even know that you're praying, and a prayer when someone needs it and they need to hear it. Right? Those little things. And maybe just the simple things that we did, or the big things that we did for our family members, right? Your kids, or your grandkids, or your brother, your sister, your mom, whoever it is, grandma, aunt, uncle, cousin, whoever, right? You did it, from even though it might be something that you might not have been feeling necessarily in some cases, but you did it, and it came truly from here. And so those little things the Lord builds on. And so I just want to encourage you that, as you reflect on those, we'll have you can end your day knowing that He's watching. He knows, He recognizes, and His promises are true. He rewards those things. And so what I want to do, is just in the day, just encouraging you with that. And as I mentioned also, this week coming up, Thursday, one of the things that I'm doing is I'm gonna have get your Airbnb Today challenge that allows me to be able to share with you some of the gifts that God's blessed me with, right? To be able to share, because there are people out there that just don't know. Like they're they're just dying to have their freedom from all the from the rat race, the 9 to 5 rat race, getting off of that treadmill. And I've been so blessed that the Lord has allowed me and my family to have that freedom for quite some time. And through real estate, and over the last 20 years, but more specifically Airbnb, passive income without owning property, over the last 7 years. And I've helped thousands of people throughout the world um, to understand how to do that. And that's what I'm going to be sharing for 3 days in that challenge on starting Thursday. I'm going to be sharing 3 days, a couple hours a day, and you'll be able to join the challenge Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And as you join, I'm going to share how you're going to be able to have landlords and owners in your area reaching out to you, inviting you out to take a look at their places. One, so you can see how nice the places are, and two, so you can begin discussing you leasing those places for your own Airbnb business, so that you can start and grow your own $5,000 to $15,000 a month in Airbnb passive income without owning property, to support the vision God's giving you for your life and for your family. And so that's going to be my way of giving back. And if any of you want to join us, it's going to be me. It's going to be many others who I've invited, who some that are just beginners, just interested in Airbnb, and others who are already hosts and just want to take it to a whole nother level. I've been so blessed with being able to have my family and I just under 100 listings between Florida and New York. And it's awesome. It's awesome. It's fully automated. We spend just minutes a day just monitoring some things in our apps. And the cash flow just allows us to have our freedom, all the way from my oldest son, my son-in-law, Chris, 33, to my youngest child, well, Rosa, who's 24, about to be 25. So all the way down, Taina, George, Rosa, they all have their own Airbnbs, and they're all financially independent because of that, because they're just following exactly what I've taught my students, and they do the same thing that the students do, and the students just model the same thing that I do. And my thing, for me, what's really allowed it to happen, and I kind of talked about this morning, is getting out of the mindset of, in order to be able to do big things, to do things that are so meaningful, you have to make it complicated. And what I found is, to have the greatest results, to get the greatest outcome, I've learned it, that it's about not the complicated, it's about keeping it simple. It's about keeping it simple. And I'm going to go through a lot of that, and how simple we do this with Airbnb. And the simpler you do it, the easier it is. Whether you have experience, you don't need LLCs, you don't need business credit, you don't need it. You don't need any of that. You don't need a lot of money to do it, right? You don't need a lot of time to do it, but you do need desire. You need some faith, right? And you need to be able to follow someone who you like and that you trust, that knows what they're doing, that's done it, and not just talking about it. So I've been blessed, made millions of dollars with it, with an Airbnb space. And so I'm going to be sharing that for 3 days, right? Just taking the curtains off of it all. So join us, and that'll be my way of giving back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post a link in the chat box. Go ahead and put something in the chat box, and I'll post a link where you can just get on the wait list, and we'll be able to get you going. All right. So with that, I pray that tonight you'll just be able to reflect and on just how, again, the little things that the Lord has done, the Lord has blessed you with, and how he's used you, how he's used us today in the little things, right? And then guess what? Tomorrow we get to wake up and look forward to more of what he has for us, how he wants to use us, and how he wants to bless us, how he wants to bless others through us, so that what? in the end, in the end of our day, when it's all said and done, and throughout our days, as we're we're having that effect on others, he's going to be able to say, well done, my good and faithful servant, because you have been faithful with little, I'm going to bless you with much. Come and enjoy your master's happiness. Come and share in your master's happiness. So God bless you, and post that link, and post something in the comments that you want the link, and I'll post it for you. Okay. God bless you.